Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Laura DeMent, and I will be sharing with you today a Hatha Flow class. I consider it an intermediate class because we'll include some sun salutations, but I will give lots of options. So always listen to your body and choose the option that feels best for you in the moment. And then other than that, just have some props available if you like props for your class. Generally, I like to have a block and a blanket or a couple blocks, a blanket and a strap for my class. So if you have those, I'll give options to use them and options without them as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I invite you to come onto your back for beginning the class. And come on your back in whatever way is comfortable. So that might be that your legs are stretched out long or that your knees are bent. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Take another deep breath in and a slow exhale. One more like that. Deep breath in. Slow exhale. Continue breathing slowly and deeply, but start to bring your awareness now to the backside of your body and all the places that your body is coming in contact with your mat or the floor. And just notice the pressure that you might feel between your body and the floor. And if your eyes are closed, blink your eyes open. And take a deep breath in to stretch your arms over your head and your feet towards the opposite end of the mat. Stretch really long in both directions. And then reach a little longer through the right side of the body. And switch, reach a little longer through the left side of the body. And then really long through both sides. And when you exhale, gather the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. It might also feel nice to rock a little from side to side. And then keep the right knee in towards the chest and bring the left foot to the mat. You can keep the left foot on the mat or stretch that leg long. Encourage the right knee a little closer to your right shoulder. Always honor your body and how you're feeling on a particular day, in the particular moment. So I'm here to guide you through some different shapes of yoga postures. However, if your body says that's a no-go today, please listen to your body over my suggestions. Now switch your hands to behind your right thigh. And when you inhale, reach your right heel to the sky and exhale to rebend. Inhale, reach your heel high, exhale to bend. And this time when you inhale to reach your heel high, you can stay there. Either continue to hold the back of your leg, or you can take a strap around your right foot. If you're holding onto a strap, let your shoulders relax, holding the strap a little lower. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. And now if you're using a strap, take both sides of the strap into your right hand and hold the strap a little closer to your right foot. If you're just using your hand for support, just let the left hand fall away and the right hand stays on the leg. Left hand comes to the hip or the thigh. And then externally rotating in the hip joint. So turning the top of the thigh to the right, the toes turn out a bit, and then starting to take the leg out to the side any amount. Breathe in and out. Try to keep the left side of the body connected to the mat as much as you're able to. Breathe in and out. And this next time you breathe in, take the leg back towards the sky. And then if you've got a strap, go ahead and remove the strap. You might sway your leg from side to side here. And then coming back to stillness, bend into your right knee and then roll over onto your left side. So we're gonna add a twist now. I like to take my right knee to a blanket. You can also use a block or the floor. So let your right knee rest on something. Shoulders and hips are stacked here. Then breathe in to reach your right arm to the sky. And when you exhale, begin your twist, reaching your right arm out from the shoulder, or it might feel better to have your right hand on the side of the pelvis. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Take another round of breath in and out. The next time you breathe in, reach your right hand to the sky and exhale to roll to the left side. And then go ahead and come back onto your back. Take a moment to realign your spine if that's helpful to you. Then stretch your arms over your head and your feet towards the opposite end of the mat. Stretch really long. And exhale, gather the knees in towards the chest again. Switch your hands now to the left knee or shin, right foot to the floor, or you can stretch that right leg long. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Now go ahead and switch your hands to behind the left thigh. And when you breathe in, reach the left heel to the sky and exhale to rebend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach high. And exhale to bend. This next time that you go towards a straighter leg, you can bring the strap in if you like, or just keep your hands behind the leg for support. Shoulders relax, breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. And if you're using the strap, go ahead and take both sides of the strap into the left hand, holding a little closer to the foot, or right hand falls away and you're just supporting the leg with the left hand. When you breathe in, start to externally rotate at the hip joint. So the thigh turns out to the left, toes turn out to the left, and then take the leg out to the side any amount. Being aware that the right side of the body is trying to stay connected to the mat. Breathing in and out. Your right leg can be really active and that can be helpful to keep the right side down. Take one more breath here. Nice. This time when you inhale, take the foot back towards the sky. And then exhale, take the strap off if you're using it, or you can just have your hands supporting your leg and a little swaying from side to side here. You get to decide how much is just right for you. Different sensations to be explored. All right, coming back to the center, bend the left knee and then roll over onto your right side. Again, you can bring in a blanket or a block under the knee. Shoulders and hips are stacked here to start. Then breathe in to reach the left hand to the sky. And as you exhale, roll your chest open for the twist. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. This time when you inhale, reach to the sky and exhale, roll to the left. And go ahead and come back onto your back. Take a moment to realign your spine. And then again, reach your arms over your head and your feet towards the opposite end of the mat. Stretch really long. And when you exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, and it might feel a little nice to rock here. And then this time, encouraging the knees to go wider. So your knees are pointing towards your shoulders. Switch your hands to behind the thighs and start lifting the heels up a little bit more. The knees are going to stay bent. The soles of the feet are going to start shining towards the sky for a happy baby. You can keep holding behind the thighs or hold on to the shins or the ankles or even the outer edges of the feet. So explore what's working in your body today. And maybe even rocking in happy baby feels nice. Take another round of breath in and out. So this happy baby posture in Sanskrit is called Ananda Balasana. Ananda Balasana. Go ahead and release your legs, bring your knees towards your chest. Now check in for a moment and just notice what's going on with your spine today. If you have osteoporosis, a herniated disc or a bulging disc, rock to the side and come up to seated. If none of that's true and it feels good, you could also have that option of rocking front to back to come up to seated. So coming to seated, I'm going to recommend sitting on a blanket or a pillow or a block, something to lift your pelvis off of the floor. Sitting up a little higher allows the hip flexors to relax a little bit more. And then arrange your legs in whatever shape works for you to sit lower to the ground and have your ribs stacked over your pelvis. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And I'm going to invite you to share 3 rounds of the bee breath with me. The bee breath, also called Brahmari pranayama, is a humming exhale. So you take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you just hum the whole length of your exhale. And let's do 3 rounds of that, okay? So let's take a deep breath in. Now notice whatever there is to notice. Maybe it's physical or mental, emotional, or energetic. And then take your hands to the sides of your pelvis and point your elbows back, stretching through the front of the chest, through the shoulders. So a couple other options. You can absolutely keep this option. You could also interlace your fingers, having your knuckles near your low back, squeezing the elbows. Some people like to straighten the arms a little bit more here. So again, choose one that seems to work for your body today. Take 2 more breaths, stretching through the chest. On that second exhale, go ahead and release. Shake out your arms if you need to. And then transitioning to tabletop next. Because of the harder floor that I'm on, I like to use a blanket under my knees. And you choose a blanket or double over your mat or use nothing, depends on what is underneath of your yoga mat. So coming into tabletop, the knees are right underneath the hips and the thumbs are underneath the shoulder joints. And when you breathe in, start to lift your tailbone. Press into your hands and pull back to help broaden your chest for the cow shape. And on the exhale, the tailbone reaches towards the knees. Round the spine, chin comes closer to the chest for the cat shape. And continue moving back and forth with your breath, inhaling the cow, exhaling the cat. Moving as deeply or shallowly into these shapes as feels good in this moment. Really tune into your breath, matching the movements with the breath. One more round. And then after you've completed that round, go ahead and pause in tabletop Take your knees a little wider, big toes move a little closer together, moving towards a child's pose. Your hips might come a little closer to your heels. Let your head stack on something or rest on something. So you might stack up your arms to let your forehead rest. You can bring in a block, or you can even bring your forehead all the way to the floor if that works for your body. Take a couple more breaths here in the shape of the child, or Balasana, the child's pose. Slow, deep breaths. And then the next time you breathe in, coming back up to tabletop, bring your knees right in underneath of your hip joints. Hands spread wide, press into your hands. Then tuck your right toes under and slide your right foot back on your mat. Reach through your heel, getting the stretch in the leg. Breathe in. And when you exhale, spin your right heel to your mat. Stack your hips and stack your shoulders. You can bring your right hand to the hip here, and then you can stay there or reach your right hand to the sky, or reach your right arm out over your ear. I really enjoy the side stretch that I get when I reach my arm out over my ear. But listen to your shoulder and your body. Take one more breath. And then this time when you inhale, reach the right hand back to the sky if it wasn't there. And you can have your hand reaching up or on the pelvis. You can stay here and breathe for a couple breaths, or engage and lift that right leg. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, lower the foot if it was lifted. And then everyone come back tabletop. And before the next round or the next side, breathe in for a cow shape and exhale for the cat shape. And then coming back to tabletop. From here, tuck the left toes under. Slide the left foot back on your mat, reaching through the heel. The next breath out, go ahead and spin the left heel to the mat. Bring that left hand to the side of the pelvis. Breathe in and out. You can stay here or reach the left hand to the sky or the arm out over the ear. Keep pressing the left foot into the mat so the whole sole of the foot presses down. Side plank, maybe with a side stretch. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. This time when you inhale, reach the hand to the sky if it wasn't already there. Exhale here. Now either stay here or engage and lift the left foot. Breathing in and out. I call this quarter moon because it's sort of like half moon, but just on the knee instead of the foot. Take one more breath in. And when you exhale, lower the back foot down if it was lifted, and then everyone back to tabletop. Again, a round of cow and cat, breathing in and out. And then transition the hands to just a little in front of the shoulders. Tuck the toes and lift the hips for downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Now, a couple options here. Either take that right leg back and up and then step the foot between the hands, or lower the knees and then step the right foot forward. Some people like to have blocks under their hands for lunges, so you can bring those in if you like. Left knee's lifted, right foot's down. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. And then coming back to down dog, whether that's lowering the back knee, right knee next to left and lifting the knees, or stepping all the way back with one breath. One more round of breath in down dog. The next breath in, reach the left leg back and up. And from here, either take the foot between the hands or lower the knees and then step the left foot forward. Again, blocks under the hands, optional here. It might also feel nice just to be on your fingertips rather than having your palm flat down. Breathe in and out. Lift the back knee if you hadn't already. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and exhale. So you can lower the knee and then step back, knees together and then down dog, or step all the way back to down dog in one motion. Breathe in and out. This time when you inhale, either look to the space between your hands or look back towards your feet. So if you're looking between your hands, you can walk your feet forward to your hands. If you're looking back to your feet, you can walk your hands back to your feet. So choose one of those. We're coming into a forward fold, whichever direction you happen to go. Let there be the space between the feet, and then slide the hands up the legs. Inhale, half lift, draw your shoulder blades towards one another, and exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. One more breath. Inhale, half lift, tailbone back, top of the head forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then for a little added, take the arms back along the sides, palms face one another. Just really activating through the arms in this half lift. Take one more breath. And when you exhale, fold over the legs. And full round of breath here. When you inhale, press into the floor and come all the way up, reaching to the sky. And the exhale brings the hands home to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. And if you are towards the back end of the mat, go ahead and take a couple steps forward to the top end of your mat for bringing in the sun salutations. I'm going to bring in some knee down sun salutations. So you might like to have your blanket nearby if you'd like the cushion for the knees. From table, breathe in, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, touch the fingertips down and step the right foot back to a lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the right knee down. Bring the hands onto the left thigh. Lengthen through your spine. Draw the heel and knee towards one another with a little shift forward. Just a little extra activation in the legs. So you can stay here and breathe. You can reach just the right arm up, or you can reach both arms up for your Anjaneyasana variation. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands. Breathe in to lift the right knee. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, shift forward to the top of a push-up. Exhale, lower the knees, point the toes away, and lower all the way to the mat. Hands stay in there close to the ribs. Lengthen the spine and lift the chest away from the mat for a low cobra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, shift the hips back towards the heels, and then lift the knees, downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and out. Couple options here, either take the right leg back and up and step between the hands, or lower the knees and then step the right foot forward in between the hands. So right foot forward, left knee down is where we meet up. Hands come to the right thigh. Draw the heel and knee towards one another with a little shift forward, activating the legs, stabilizing the posture, keeping the hands on the thigh, reaching just the left arm up or both, your choice. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath in. Exhale, float the hands down. Breathe in to lift the left knee, and exhale, step forward. Hands slide up the legs and inhale for the half lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, reach to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. This time when you inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, the half lift, shoulders draw closer. Exhale, touch the fingertips down. This time, step the left foot back. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the left knee. When you inhale, bring your hands onto your right thigh. This time, we're going to add a twist. The left hand to the right leg, the right hand to the hip. Lengthen, and then begin twisting to the right. So it's more upright. Another option here is to reach the right arm back behind you, or you can even bend your elbows, bringing your hands to like a prayer and bringing the left elbow to the right leg. Right, so a few options there. Breathing in and out. One more breath in and out. When you inhale, come back to center and exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Breathe in to lift the left knee, and on the exhale, step back, downward dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, shift forward to the top of a push-up. Core is strong. Exhale to stay here. Inhale, legs are strong. Exhale, lower the knees. Point the toes away and lower all the way to the mat. Another cobra this time. Inhale, lengthening your spine and lifting your chest. You can repeat the low cobra as you did before, or you can press your hands down and pull back to help pull the chest a little higher. Listen to your back. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Shift the hips back towards the heels. Then lift the knees. Downward dog. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Either reach that left leg back and up and step it between the hands, or lower the knees and then step the left foot forward. So left foot forward, right knee down, hands come onto the left thigh. Breathe in to lengthen through the top of the head. And as you exhale, add your twist. Right hand on the leg, left hand on the hip. Either staying here or reaching the left arm back, or bringing your hands into a prayer. Right elbow to the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And then the next inhale, unwind, reach to the sky. Exhale, float the hands to the mat. Breathe in, lift the right knee. And on the exhale, step forward. Hands slide up the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Great. If you have anything on your mat, go ahead and take it off to the side. We'll practice a balancing posture next. The balancing posture is tree pose. We'll bring another posture in shortly. So standing strong in mountain, feel your feet pressing into the floor. Rib cage stacked over the pelvis and ears over the shoulders. Breathe in and out. Then bring a little more weight into the right foot. Bend the left knee and open it out to the side. You can bring the sole of the foot to the inner ankle, inner calf, or inner thigh. Your choice here. And then take your arms wherever they help you best in tree. So that might be on the pelvis, in front of your heart. I like taking cactus arms. You could also reach to the sky. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And when you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Turn your knee forward and step out. Shake out your legs. All right, same thing on the other side. Starting in mountain. Legs are strong. Everything's stacked up. Transition more weight into the left leg. Bend your right knee and open your knee out to the side. Bring the sole of the foot to the inner ankle, inner calf, inner thigh. Choose which one allows you to breathe the easiest. All right, so same way with your arms. All right, hands can be in for the hearts, cactus arms, or reaching to the sky. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. When you inhale, point your knee forward. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart and step out. Shake out your legs. Right. So for our next little standing sequence, we'll do several wide leg postures. And if you have a couple blocks and like to use blocks for triangle or extended side angle or half moon, have the blocks at either end of the mat where you can reach them. Right. And then stand in the middle of your mat, facing the long edge, and step your feet wide. Right. So feet wide, and then turn your right toes out 90 degrees. So left toes are pointing to the long end of the mat. Right toes turn towards the short end of the mat. And then bend and straighten into your right knee a few times. Settle into a depth of bend that is agreeable to your body today. Shoulders stacking over the pelvis if possible, and stretch the arms out from the shoulders. Gazing over the right hand, breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. This time when you inhale, straighten through the right leg. Engage through the quadriceps. Reach your right fingertips forward and then down to your shin. Left hand can be on the side of the pelvis or reaching to the sky. You could also bring your right hand to a block here. Breathing in. Utthita Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Breathe in. And out. Might feel comfortable for the neck to look up towards the thumb of the left hand. It might feel better to reach to just to look forward. Take another breath in. And when you exhale, turn your gaze down to the right foot, left hand to the pelvis. Go ahead and rebend into the right knee and hop the left foot in a bit. Take the the right hand, maybe with a block in it, about 12 inches in front of your little toes. Transition your weight into your right foot. Lift the left foot for half moon or Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand can be on the hip or reaching to the sky. Breathe in and out. Inhale. And when you exhale, bend the right knee and take the left foot way back for warrior two legs. Right? If you're using a block, you can slide it to the outside of your right foot. Staying low, the left hand can be on the hip, reaching to the sky, or reaching out over the ear for extended side angle. Breathe in and out. You can also take your forearm just above, on your thigh, just above your knee, press down and forward with the forearm. Right? Choose what works for you. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and out. This time when you inhale, come all the way back up to warrior two. Straighten your right leg and turn all the toes straight ahead. Take a deep breath in and out. Something in the center here, bend the heel or spin the heels in, toes out, bend the knees. Goddess pose, reach to the sky and then bend your elbows. Draw your shoulder blades together. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And exhale, release your hands to your hips. Inhale, straighten the legs. Go ahead and turn the toes all the way forward and take a breath in and out. Right toes stay pointing straight ahead. Left toes point out 90 degrees or turn out 90 degrees. So right foot towards the long end of the mat, left foot to the short end of the mat. Then bend and straighten into the knee. Bending and straightening into the left knee, exploring range of motion, building strength. Settle into the depth of bend that works for your body. Shoulders over the pelvis and float the arms out in opposite directions for warrior two. Breathe in. And out. You might look over the left hand here. Breathe in. And out. Another breath in. And out. This time when you inhale, straighten through the left leg. Reach your left fingertips forward and then down to a shin or to your block for Trikonasana or triangle. Lengthen your spine. Draw the top shoulder back in space. There's a touch of a twist in this posture. You can keep the right hand on the hip or reach to the sky. Breathing in and out. Maybe even looking up to the thumb if it's comfortable for your neck. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. When you exhale, turn your gaze down to your left toes, right hand onto the pelvis. Bend into the left knee. Hop your right foot in just a little bit. And then take your block about 12 inches in front of your little toes, or just maybe be on your fingertips here. Transition your weight into your left foot, lifting your right. Lengthen the spines, try to stack your shoulders. Top hand could be on the hip or reaching to the sky. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And when you exhale, bend the left knee. Take your right foot way back. All right, so you've got warrior two legs. Left knee is bent. Either slide that block or your hand just behind your ankle, lengthening your spine, stacking your shoulders. Top hand could be on the pelvis, reaching to the sky or out over your ear. If you want to do the forearm variation, you just press your forearm down into your thigh and a little forward to keep the shoulder active. Breathing in and out again. This one's extended side angle or Utthita Parsvakonasana. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And when you exhale, go and bring that top hand to the pelvis if it wasn't already. And inhale, come on up. Turn all the toes straight ahead. Take a breath in. And when you exhale, tip forward at the hip creases. Hands can come to blocks or the floor here. Lengthening for a wide leg forward fold. And then bend your elbows. And some of you might feel more comfortable keeping your spine long here. Feel free to stay there. Also, feel free to walk your hands a little closer to having your fingertips in line with the toe tips and folding in a little more deeply. Again, hands could be on the blocks, or you could bring a block in under your head here. Slow, steady breath. The next time you breathe in, walk your hands more forward so they're under your shoulders. Lengthen your spine. On the exhale, engage your core and slide the hands to the pelvis. Inhale, come on up. And heel toe all the way together or take a big step together. And then come back towards the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in mountain and exhale. Then inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, touch your hands down and walk your feet all the way back to downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Now, a couple options here. You can go from downward dog, taking the right leg back and taking your right knee next to your right thumb. You could also lower the knees to table and then slide your right knee next to your right thumb. Then slide the right foot over to the left side of your mat. And then there's probably some space between your right hip and the floor. Bring something in there to fill that space. Pillow, block, blanket. And then come onto your fingertips, or you might even use a block in front of your shin. Lengthen through your spine, reach through the top of your head, reach your left toes back. Take one more breath here. And on your exhale, start walking it forward. You might bring your elbows onto a block, or you might bring your elbows to the floor. You can use a block to let your head rest. Lots of slow, deep breaths. So the reason for bringing in props, especially in this posture called the pigeon pose, pigeon prep, is so that our body can relax. If we're just hanging it out in space, our muscles have to tighten up in order to hold us in that shape. And for us to really get the release, we need to bring something in to hold us. Think about how you are in everyday life, right? When we've got the support we need, oftentimes we can relax and we can ease in. Sort of the same concept here. Take one more breath here on this side. And lift your head. Walk your hands in. Lift your hips a bit, slide any props out from under your hips. Right knee next to the left, or go all the way back to down dog, whichever your preference. Going back to down dog, take a deep breath in and out. This time when you breathe in, take the left leg back and up. And exhale the left knee next to the left thumb, or from tabletop, take your left knee next to your left thumb. All right, left foot goes a little closer to the right side of the mat. And then use a prop to fill in that space between your hip and the floor. And then either coming onto your fingertips, or maybe even using a prop to help lengthen through the top of your head. Reach your right foot back. Take another breath. And when you exhale, starting to fold forward, feel free to bring your elbows to a block here or the floor. Also use a prop under the head. Slow, deep breaths. Notice the sensation. Notice if the breath allows you to soften. Notice if your body's really holding on tight. There's no one thing better than the other. It's just observation of what's happening in your body at the moment. Take one more breath. And then the next time you breathe in, starting to lift your head back up and bringing your hands in under your shoulders. You might lift your hip a little bit to slide whatever props you were using out. Tuck your back toes and either shift all the way back to down dog or come to table and then down dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, shift forward to the top of a push-up. Exhale, lower your knees, point your toes away and lower all the way down to the floor. This time, with being on the belly, take the hands back by the hips for the locust. This is one of my favorite postures to practice. It's so good for almost everybody. Lengthen your spine and lift your chest. Engage your legs and lift your feet away from the floor. So it strengthens the back side of the body the hands can lift, which oftentimes helps reduce back pain. The locust pose is also great for helping our posture. It's great to have a tall posture so that our breath flows more easily, our digestion is improved. Take another breath in And when you exhale, stack your arms and let your forehead rest. Shake your hips from side to side. Breathing in and out. Take another round of breath in and out. And then lift your head and roll over onto your back. Next is bridge posture. So once you've made your way onto your back, bend your knees so your feet are on the floor. Heels are about underneath of your knees, and you've got space of at least a fist width apart. You could even go outer hip width apart with the spacing between your feet. So generally we have a little more leverage if we go a little wider. So if you start to press into the floor and you want a little more leverage, just take your feet a little wider. All right, so you've got your feet in place, shoulders or arms alongside the body. Try to roll the shoulders down to the floor. So think about where the shoulder joints are. Roll them down so that you've got a little more contact between your upper back and the mat. And then press your feet into your mat and lift your tailbone. Lift your pelvis away from the floor. Legs are strong. You can keep pressing your hands into the floor, or you can grab hold of the edges of your mat here. You could also roll your shoulders a little closer to one another. Option also to bind your hands or interlace your fingers underneath of your back. So keep pressing the feet into the floor to lift the hips and lifting any amount here, right? It's another posture that's great at strengthening the back side of the body. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And when you exhale, release the hands, lower on down. Let the feet go maybe even as wide as the mat, and let the knees sweep from side to side here. Right, hug the knees in towards the chest. And then just like before, when we were on the back, you can rock to the side or front to back, depending on what's best for your spine. So go ahead and transitioning back to seated. So I'm going to encourage you again to use a blanket to sit on or some other prop to lift you up a little higher. Right? So sitting on your prop, stretch your legs out in front of you. Lengthen your spine. This is Dandasana or staff. Hands are there next to the pelvis. Whatever part of your hands you can connect to your blanket or the floor, make that connection and lift through your chest and the top of your head. Breathe in and out. Adding a twist next. Bend the right knee. And a couple options here. You can leave that right heel in line with your right sitting bone. You could also bring the left leg a little across center and cross the right leg or right foot to the outside. Now you want both sitting bones down. So if you lift or if you cross the foot over and your hip starts lifting, then go back to the first one. All right, so both sitting bones down, foot also down, hands around the shin, sit up really tall. Keep your left hand on the shin, take your right hand to the floor behind you. Press your fingertips down to lengthen. And as you exhale, twist any amount to the right. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, untwist. And then stretch both legs out again. Switching to the other side, the left knee bends. Either the heel stays in line with the sitting bone or cross the foot over to the outside of the right leg. Hands around the shins, sit up really tall, both sitting bones are down. Keep the right hand on the shin, left hand to the floor behind you, lengthen, and then turn any amount to the left. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. Inhale, untwist. Stretch both legs out. Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold next. There's a variation that you can do with a strap. So if you like that variation and have a strap or a long scarf available, go ahead and put that strap around your feet. You can hold on to the sides, sitting up tall and then tipping forward. All right, so if you don't have a strap, have your hands on your thighs or on the floor next to your legs. Lengthen your spine. Now you're trying to get your pelvis to tip forward. And if your knees need to bend a little to do that, that's fine. Reach the center of your chest toward your toes, at least to start. Breathe in and out. Draw your shoulder blades closer to one another so your chest is really broad. Breathe in and out. So now if you've got osteoporosis or any herniated or bulging discs in your back, go ahead and keep this really long spine. Or maybe it just feels better and that's what you'd like to keep. So that's fine. If your spine is healthy and no issues at all, and it would feel nice to round, you could round gently forward, thinking about your gaze moving towards the ankles, top of your head, a little closer to the feet. Breathing in and out. 3 more breaths, slow and steady. After that third exhale, start to walk your hands back up. Go ahead and bend your knees, bring them in towards your chest. Just give yourself a little squeeze. And then transitioning onto your back for Shavasana, for final relaxation. Make sure that you're comfortable. So if you want to use a blanket to cover up with, or use a blanket under your head for a pillow, go ahead and set yourself up so that you will be comfortable. It might be that you're more comfortable with your legs stretched out or your knees bent. Right, so choose where you're most comfortable. So the legs relaxed, arms relaxed, whether they're by your sides or on your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it go out of your mouth with a sigh. 2 more like that. Take a deep breath in. Now release any control of your breath. Allow your breath to continue to flow in and out of your body, but again, without control. Bring your attention to the top of your head, noticing whatever you notice, and then moving down to your face, the sides of your head, including your ears, just noticing. Notice the back of your head. Notice the entirety of your neck, the front, the sides, and the back. Notice your shoulders, from the collarbones to the shoulder blades. Notice your arms, from your shoulder joints all the way down to your fingers. Just noticing. No judgment, just observation. Then notice your chest. Notice everything inside of your rib cage. Notice the back body. Notice the space between your rib cage and the top of the pelvis. Notice everything housed inside the pelvis. And noticing the outside of the pelvis, including the hip joints. Noticing the legs from the hip joints all the way down to the toes. Again, just noticing. Once more, take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now just let your attention rest on your breath. Again, trying to not control the breath, but just observing. If you notice that your mind wanders away from your breath, just notice that it happened. Gently return your attention back to your breath as many times as it takes. Bring your attention back to your breath. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make any other small movements that help you to awaken your body. And then hug the knees into the chest. Take your arms and wrap them around your legs and rock a little from side to side. And then take your right arm alongside your ear. Roll all the way over to the right using your arm as a pillow. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Press your hands down into your mat and lift yourself to a comfortable seat. Gather your hands together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Bow the wisdom of your head towards the wisdom of your heart. The divine light in me sees and honors that same divine light in each of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura DeMent, and I am a yoga teacher and a health coach. And you can find me teaching at Element Yoga in New Albany, Indiana. Thank you to Rainbow Blossom and to all the sponsors and all the other teachers to make this event possible. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.